He's a 9-time Grammy Award-winning musician, New York Times best-selling author, and host of the hit BET show Sunday's Best. And she's the current winner of that show.
And now they've joined forces for a new album and a tour that's blessing the nation. Kirk Franklin and Tasha Page-Lockhart, welcome to Arise 360. Hey, hey, hey.
Now, would you normally say that it's blessing the nation? Would you normally say blessing if it wasn't gospel people on there? Would you?
If it's that good, like
Okay.
sometimes a song is so emotional and it's heartfelt that it's blessing your journey. He's like, I'm not saying.
The reason why I said it is because sometimes when we come places like you know, it's like people put on their kind of spiritual talk. Well, it's really a blessing.
We're going to church, yeah.
Now, he's spiritual all the time.
Yeah, so I can't help it.
It's all the time.
Yeah. Don't you worry about
But
that.
look at her face. She's not really happy about you.
I mean, I'm spiritual
No,
a lot, but he's spiritual all the time. So this is not an act.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But it's more than the gospel music.
This is the real deal. And we
Yeah,
pray before each show.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you like that? Is that
Yeah,
cool?
we do, actually. It gives us peace, some
dope.
solace,
That's
because
dope.
this can be crazy. But enough about us.
Yes, let's talk about the
Let's
show,
talk about
Sunday's
you.
Best.
funny.
Did you have any idea when you signed on to the project that it was going to become so successful? And
Not
why
at all.
does it resonate with people? It's the most successful gospel show in BET history.
Yeah, well, there are times that even the viewership is as big as some of the other shows. I think because, when you talk about music competition, I think people can tell, when it's more of the image than it's the voice. And I think Sunday Best is a show that you never question what you're going to get. You know you're going to get some for real singing. And and then you look at all the talent that comes out of gospel, from Whitney, to Mariah, to Jennifer Hudson. There's something about that woodshed experience of gospel music that makes you a true singer, like Tasha.
Let's talk about Tasha, because talk about real singing, girl. You blew the roof off of the place.
Thank you.
Take us back to that day when your name was announced. What's going through your mind?
Well, we were at the Charles H. Wright Museum in Detroit, Michigan. My family was there. It was about 250 people there.
Yeah.
And so when I walked in, I made a disclaimer. I said, okay, guys, are you still going to love me if I don't win? And everybody shouted and cheered, we love you, we love you. And so
Did you believe them?
Yeah, I did. But I was still nervous, though. And then as soon as he said, 2013 BET Sunday Best winner, he didn't even get my full name out. He just said, and that room just erupted. It was crazy. I have 5 or 6 siblings, and they were all surrounding me, and they were crying, and my children were crying. And when I was looking at my son's face, he was so proud. He was like, Mommy, I knew you could do it. It was just a moment I would never forget.
Wow. Well, how has your life changed since that moment?
Well, I can buy more shoes now.
Okay. Lola's with you on that.
She went right there with her. Yeah. It's like she did the...
Yeah.
Okay. Well, besides the shoes, what else? And what do your sons think of your new success?
They love it. My husband and I were able to take our children to Disney World last year for Christmas.
That's the best.
And around Christmas time and the lights and the parade, I mean, it was wonderful. My life is very busy now. It's hard work. I'm tired sometimes, and I'm sleepy and hungry and all of those things. But I'm living out my dreams. I've had visions of myself singing in front of thousands of people and just spreading the message of Jesus Christ. And so, I'm just graced to be where I am, and I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Now, Kirk, why do you think she won? What was it about her and her voice that made her so special?
Her charisma. You can be a great singer, but not the best communicator.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between singing and communicating. And when she was on the show, I believe that she communicated, that people connected with, there's something special about who she is and what she's saying, that it's not just all the vocal tricks and all the vocal acrobats, but it's really something about her communication, her story, her being very transparent in front of the people that I think really resonated.
Now, is that one of the things that also led you to sign her as the first female artist to your label?
Yeah. For Your Soul Entertainment. Well, it's interesting because my deal with BT allows me to have the winner. So sometimes I don't know what I'm going to get. And so, and I don't know, because, you can be a great singer on stage, but it doesn't mean you're an artist.
That's true.
I could have had purple hair, 1, 2.
Yeah, you could have had that, but then you could have took it to the studio. But you could fix all that. But what you can't fix is this.
Right.
And so when we got to the studio, you don't know what you're going to get.
It seems like yours needs a little fixing. Are you coming down with a little?
Well, no, we've just been working all day, because sometimes it'll go up and down like you hear now. It's pretty fine now. You know, but then it gets, do you hear the difference of it now?
Yeah.
When you're talking
Yeah.
like this, it's very
That's
interesting, isn't it?
raspy.
Where's my camera? Hi, this is Kirk Franklin right here, and I'm showing my light-skinned, good-head brother what happens with my... so
have
you
that
know,
control.
the control. And,
Okay.
and basically, that's what she has. She has some really good control, and she makes it happen. And her album is very diverse.
Now, you actually worked with her on this album. What was that collaboration process like for the two of you?
Going into it, I was very nervous because I've always been a fan of his work.
Yes.
You know, I know all of his songs, and I followed him through the years. And so I went in like, oh my God, this is Kirk Franklin. And he was like, okay, you done with that? All right, now let's work. You know,
Really?
We're a family here. He made my husband and I feel very comfortable. And I love the fact that because my husband and I have been working together already in music and, you know, writing and trying to develop our sound, he made my husband a part of the process the whole way through.
So it was a real family affair.
Absolutely.
That's great. And you know, you mentioned some of the hits. I mean, you've done great hits. Stomp,
Yeah.
Revolution, Now Behold the Lamb. What is the secret to writing a #1 song?
If we knew that, we would write them all the time.
But you have so many. It seems like 9 Grammys.
But you know, you really don't have an honest idea, my friend. Really, you know, there are songs like my very first album. My very first album with While We Sing. While We Sing wasn't even on my demo. It's like I left it off my demo because I didn't think it was going to be the song. You know, like my demo had Silver and Gold, He's Able, but it didn't have While We Sing. And then when I got a record deal and they heard that, they were like, why did you hide this from us? So you really don't know. It's you know, man, you know, the bottom line is God is a songwriter and we're just pens.
It's
You know what I'm
great
saying?
to have him as a boss and a
It is.
mentor. What's
It
the
is.
best advice he's given you about navigating the music industry?
Best advice that he's given me is learning to communicate the songs. Like he said before, it's not about the technique and the skill and all of that. When a real singer can communicate, don't worry about trying to impress people. Be pure and be true, and just make people believe what you're singing.
How do you go about communicating a song, Kirk? I mean, you hear that term and it sounds sort of airy and abstract.
Yeah. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
You know, it's really about doing songs that are honest to you.
Okay.
You know, like if you're having a bad day, then that's not the day to record a happy song.
Okay, got you.
You know, and then it's all about, okay, what's your life going through? It's not, okay, here's some songs I want you to sing. It's like, talk to me about your life, your story. And then when we find out your life and your story, then we're communicating your truth.
Yeah.
And it's not my truth.
That authenticity, people can hear it.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, you know, it's sort of like the movie Ray. Like I don't think anybody else really could have played that part but Jamie Foxx because it was really designed. I mean, from his physical appearance, you know, from his musical, you know, experience, I think that, you know, that was his truth. And because that was his truth, it resonated with us.